Vauxhall D-Type Tourer 1915. Following the success of a 20-horsepower Vauxhall in the 1908 track 2,000 miles trial, Vauxhall recognized the benefits of competition success as a means of promoting sales. The firm distinguished itself in the Coupe de l'Auto races and at the New Brooklands circuit, and excelled in the 1910 Prince Henry Tour. The new model for 1911 was called the Prince Henry, and what a handsome and purposeful machine it was, with its tapering aluminium bonnet and fluted radiator. By 1914 the 3-liter engine had grown to 4 liters, and the Prince Henry Vauxhall was perhaps the ultimate development of the pre-war sports car, laying the foundation for the later 3098 model. The touring version of the Prince Henry was the D-Type 25-horsepower car, generally sharing the mechanical specifications of its more sporting stablemate. Performance and handling were much the same, and the model earned its colors in World War I in military service, produced at the rate of about 8 per week to the order of the War Office. Legend would have us believe that this was the staff car used by His Majesty King George V to review his troops. Certainly it carries a highly distinctive and unusual luster screen of the same pattern fitted to the D-Type depicted in numerous photographs of the King in his staff car, and was retained by the War Department for many years. Certainly, in more recent times the car has been used for transporting members of the royal family, including Queen Elizabeth II and HRH Prince Philip at the royal tournament, and Princess Margaret at the 50th anniversary celebrations of the RAF. This particular D-Type is one of only 2 remaining from nearly 5,000 Vauxhall staff cars made during the Great War, the other being incomplete and owned by Vauxhall Motors. Perhaps because it was used by King George V in France during WWI that the War Department retained the car until 1926, when it was sold as ex-government surplus to a new owner in Southampton. The Vauxhall subsequently had a number of short-term owners up to 1939, when 4 university students took it to the continent and only just managed to get out of Germany before war was declared. During WW2 the D-Type lay in a tool shed in Nottinghamshire, where it was discovered in the late 1940s after an article about the students' pre-war trip had appeared in a magazine. The engine was seized, but otherwise the car had worn well and was virtually complete, although the hood, leather and much of the wooden frame had to be replaced in the subsequent full restoration. On completion of the restoration, the car was loaned for exhibition to the National Motor Museum at Beaulieu. A few years later it was sold to the Lomas Brothers Motor Group, Vauxhall, Bedford main agents in the Peak District, and displayed throughout the 1960s in their Ted Milton Vauxhall showroom. In the 1970s the car was purchased by Norman Ball as a feature for his museum on the Isle of Wight. In the 1990s, ownership passed to a new owner in America, who for practical reasons fitted a starter motor and then enjoyed the car on numerous rallies. Its performance is extremely good for a car of this age, providing a cruising speed in excess of 50 miles per hour and comfortable seating for 5 adults, the full-width wraparound Oster screen providing much-needed wind protection for the rear passengers. An important and historic Edwardian tourer, capable of offering sparkling performance, this matching numbers example has been dated by the Veteran Car Club and is one of only 5 correct D-Types known to the VSCC worldwide. Possessing a delightfully mellowed patina, this car has enormous character and is the talking point wherever it goes.